Live from our 7 Tasmania studios, your nightly news with Louise Huber begins now.
2 divers from Howrah have been rescued after spending 4 hours feared missing off the coast of Bicheno. The alarm was raised just before midday after the pair failed to return as planned in waters near Alligator Rock.
The 2 divers were located 2 nautical miles or 3.6 kilometres offshore. When they entered the water at 10:15, they could only remain underwater for 5 minutes for a technical reason. So effectively they remained on the surface and they drifted for 4 hours.
They are said to be in good health and good spirits despite the scary ordeal. State Labor has slammed Skills and Training Minister Felix Ellis following the exit of 2 construction training leaders from a key industry organisation. CEO Karen Matheson and Chair Norm McKilpatrick has both been announced they're stepping away from their roles with Keystone Tasmania. It follows concerns being aired around the allocation of levy funds.
The Minister Ellis thinks he knows better than people who have worked in the industry for many years, that have the industry's best interests at heart, and extraordinarily we've had more senior people quit under his watch.
All week at estimates we've been putting up with them muckraking and taking personal shots at people and wanting a gotcha moment.
Master Builders CEO Matt Pollock says he supports the Minister's calls for more of the training funds to be allocated, particularly in the middle of a skills crisis. Sensory-friendly sessions at Dark Mofo are helping embrace inclusive spaces for Tasmanians living with disability. The relaxed and private openings allow everyone to get up close with the festival's most iconic attractions.
Away from the cold, a hive of activity is hidden away at Mac Point, opening up the Dark Park to all corners of the community.
Quite often events like this are a bit overwhelming and a bit of a sensory overload for families and people with disability. So it's really great to have these private sessions where we can open it up just for people with disability.
To ensure everyone can relish in the festival program, the Young Leaders of Tasmania have joined forces with Dark Mofo once again to deliver showcases catered for those living with disability.
We get lots of comments at the end of each year about how it just wouldn't have been possible if we didn't provide experiences like this. Waiting in lines, all the noise, the fire, the dark as well.
Getting up close with popular exhibits, the relaxed sessions all form part of a broader plan to expand access at the festival.
Our arts community is a wonderful community that celebrates inclusion and fairness. And this is just an extension of that.
The unique option is already in high demand with a wait list for interested families, seeing up to 100 participants taking up each time slot.
When there's not other people around and they can go around the venue comfortably, led by the Young Leaders of Tasmania.
Allowing the arts experience to thrive in every way. Grace Evans, 7 Tasmania News.
Tasmanians are celebrating a century of organised amateur radio. An open day held to mark the occasion with people from all walks of life reminiscing over technology from a bygone era.
We've got photos of Sputnik and also Morse code. Morse code's actually something that's been around for a very, very long time, but it's actually a bit of a resurgence at the moment. A lot of people are wanting to learn it.
Ulverston will also get a taste of the memorabilia at its own open day later this month. Athletes have beelined to Kingston for the largest pickleball tournament in Tasmanian history. The event attracted a mix of local and interstate players who say once you pick up a paddle, you'll never put it down.
Breaking a sweat to conquer the court. 173 competitors giving the Tasmanian Pickleball Open a red-hot whack.
I've been playing pickleball now for about 2 years and I love it as a sport, particularly for an older person like myself. I've turned 60 recently and it makes me feel like I'm a kid playing handball in the playground.
The beauty of our sport is it's very inclusive. You know, you can see at these championships this weekend, there can be up to 3 generations taking part on a court at a time.
Each participant allocated a division dependent on their age and ability.
Every winner, every runner-up and every second runner-up wins a gold, silver and bronze medal. in our open divisions. We've also got trophies this year.
The fall stands evidence of the sport's increased popularity.
Each week we're seeing 50 to 100 new members at a national level come on board with Pickleball Australia, and that's across all different states. And the likes of New South Wales, Victoria and Tasmania are really contributing greatly to that growth.
Give it a go because it's quite addictive. I must admit, there's so many people that I meet that they play and they're hooked.
Meantime, the tournament will be back on tomorrow for Tasmanians more comfortable on the sideline. Brianna Boylan, 7 Tasmania News.
A feline fiesta has taken over Launceston's Silverdome, with the Australian Cat Federation hosting its 51st show. Crowds pouring in to catch a glimpse of the kitty competitors vying for the championship crown.
Putting on a perfect performance. Some of the country's coolest cats drawing hundreds of fierce fans.
They can get their cat fix multiplied by 100. It really is a novelty, and it's just great that Launceston's doing such a great job.
While patting patrons could sit back and enjoy the spectacle, for owners it's more serious, with the 6-ring show attracting more than 200 catty competitors. The felines going under the tough eyes of international judges looking for all the finer details.
Presentation is the icing on the cake. You want a good structure, but the presentation and the structure and the temperament of the cat is what makes you best.
He's my heart and soul. He's so special. They're a lot of work, but the pleasure you get out of seeing a well-groomed cat is worth every instant.
And it's not just precious pedigrees getting their chance to shine, with companion cats like Val getting their own special category and their moment in the spotlight.
And that really is a beauty contest. They're judged on their temperament, their grooming, and if they do suck up to the judge, that's a few brownie points.
The furry pageant continues tomorrow and the claws are out, fighting to become the beauty king or queen. Victoria Eastoe, 7 Tasmania News.
In the TSL, it was the battle of the two Launceston clubs last night, with the Northern Bombers facing the Blues at Utah's Stadium. After a 1-goal first quarter, North Launceston controlled the match for the rest of the game, winning by 10 goals.
It was a rare Friday night match under lights for Launceston's two TSL sides. The crosstown derby started off close in the first quarter. The Bombers and the Blues not willing to give up a major score. But it was North Launceston's Connor Young breaking the deadlock with the match's first goal.
Connor Young up against Tyrrell. Connor Young, little shove off. Connor Young goals. First goal, North Launceston.
By the second quarter, the floodgates opened for North Launceston. 6 unanswered goals in that term alone. The Blues left without a reply.
Here's Griffiths, what's he going to do? It's a dribbler! It's a beauty! It's a beauty!
It wasn't until the third quarter when the Blues finally scored their first goal, but it was too little, too late. The Northern Bombers adding more pressure with 3 more goals in the third term and 5 in the final quarter.
From the goal square, Brandon Leary, that's 2 in a minute for North Launceston.
Player coach Brad Cox-Goodyear leading the Bombers with 5 goals in the match, while for the Blues, Dylan Riley scored half of the team's goals in the 69-point loss. Mark Zita, 7 Tasmania News.
Meanwhile, it was a much closer affair at the Twin Ovals between Kingborough and North Hobart. The Demons leading by 2 points at half-time, but the Tigers shifted to another gear when play resumed, winning the match by 27 points. The battle for the prestigious All-Stars State Series title has seen the SFL women come out on top after the visitors struggled to bring back the margin once they let it slip away. The Northern girls led the scoreboard by 3 points at half-time and looked strong early on, but it wasn't to be for the North Hobart Oval as the southern side fired up in their territory when it was needed most to bring home the win.
Good evening. Temperatures generally a degree or two above average today, a top of 14 for Hobart and Launceston, while Devonport and Burnie reached 15 degrees. King Island, Smithton and the Friendly Beaches 16 today, which was the state's high, 15 for Maria Island, Lowhead and St Helens. Grove, Strawn and Flinders Island 14, 13 at Ooze and Lyowini 7 degrees. Cloud covered western parts of the state today with partly cloudy areas further east. Low-level cloudies over southern parts of Australia with patchy areas of cloud over Queensland. Some mid to high-level cloud with isolated thunderstorms over inner WA. The rest of the country is mostly cloud-free. Tomorrow a high moves over the Tasman Sea and extends a ridge over eastern Australia. A cold front crosses southern WA and a couple of troughs lie over northern Australia. To coastal waters now, west to northwesterly winds 15 to 25 knots, reaching up to 30 knots about the south during the morning, tending north to northwesterly 10 to 20 knots during the afternoon and evening, swells of up to 6 metres. A strong wind warning is current for the east of Flinders Island, along with the southeast and southwest coasts of Tasmania. There is a flood warning for the North Esk River and a final flood warning for the South Esk. 17 degrees tomorrow in Hobart, partly cloudy, 18 and partly cloudy at Richmond, and ooze a shower or two, 17. 16 with a shower or two in Launceston, showers increasing in Devonport, 16, and Deloraine a shower or two, 15. 15 and showers in Burnie, Strawn and Curry tomorrow. A partly cloudy 17 at St Helens and Swansea, while Whitemark is expecting a shower or two, 15 degrees. Looking ahead now to Monday, light showers about the north and west, contracting to the north during the afternoon, fine elsewhere. Showers increasing about the north on Tuesday, mainly fine elsewhere, and isolated showers mainly about the west on Wednesday. A frosty start followed by a sunny day in Canberra tomorrow, 14, 24 in Brisbane, mostly sunny there, and a shower or two in Cairns, 27 degrees. Currently in Hobart, it's 11 degrees and mostly clear. Launceston 12, partly cloudy. Devonport 12, partly cloudy. And you got to be kidding me, Lou. Looks like I missed the cat show today. Lucky it's on again tomorrow.
And that's all your news for this Saturday evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. The team will see you tomorrow. Good night.